So this is going to be a quick unscripted video just to talk about the insane industry-changing news that just came out, which is Microsoft just bought out Bethesda Games Publishing, Bethesda Studios, and everyone under them, which includes games from your favorite franchises like Doom, Skyrim, Fallout, Prey, Quake. It was insane news that I had to just kind of soak it in a bit because I'm sitting there and I'm seeing the notification and I'm thinking, no way is this real factual news. Is it The Onion? Is this some fake site? Is this a rumor that, we need to throw out the window? Because it is ridiculous news that Microsoft is buying Bethesda Game Studios and publishing and everyone under them. And for me, I'm seeing some people talk about different things online, and I just want to put some logic into it. And we're going to read the story as well. And beyond that, I also want to talk about Sony's response to this as well. Sony's possible response to this. And those are going to be my own thoughts as well. So let's go ahead and dive into the article of what basically happened. So I'm going to read from website Video Game Chronicles. So reading from there, Microsoft has announced that it is to acquire ZeniMax Media and its game publisher Bethesda Softworks for $7.5 billion in cash. Employing some 2,300 staff worldwide, Bethesda Softworks Studios include Bethesda Game Studios, its software, ZeniMax Online Studios, Arcane, Machine Games, Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse Studios. They are the development teams behind franchises including The Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Dishonored, Prey, and Quake, among others. The move will see Xbox Studios grow from 15 to 23 development teams, while Bethesda's franchises will be added to Game Pass, which has reached a new milestone of 50 million subscribers, according to Microsoft. Xbox boss Phil Spencer said in a blog post, "Over the years, I've had many deep conversations with the creative leaders at Bethesda on the future of gaming, and we've long shared similar visions for the opportunities for creators and their games to reach more players in more ways. One of the things that has me most excited is seeing the roadmap with Bethesda's future games, some announced, some unannounced to Xbox console and PC, including Starfield, the highly anticipated new space epic currently in development by Bethesda Game Studios. Like us, Bethesda are passionate believers in building a diverse array of creative experiences, in exploring new game franchises, and in telling stories in bold ways. All of their great work will, of course, continue and grow, and we look forward to empowering them with the resources and support of Microsoft to scale their creative visions to more players in new ways." Bethesda Game Studios' Todd Howard, who oversees development of the Fallout and Elder Scrolls series, also discussed the acquisition in a separate blog post. In it, he called Microsoft Bethesda's longest and closest partner during his career. He added, "We share a deep belief in the fundamental power of games, in their ability to connect, empower, and bring joy, and a belief we should bring that to everyone regardless of who you are, where you live, or what you play on, regardless of the screen size, the controller, or your ability to even use one. We can't think of a better group of people to do that with than those at Xbox." Microsoft expects to complete the acquisition in the second half of its current business year, ending in June 2021. So that was the basic gist of the news, but that was actually all the news there in regards to official stuff, and it was pretty crazy to honestly hear. I'm still kind of shocked that this is actually a thing, but this makes sense why Sony decided to get pre-orders going as fast as they could last week, because they needed to get that out before this week. Because while Sony does have a great library of games, people might think twice here if they're thinking, hey, Xbox might have all of these games as exclusive games going forward, and depends on which games are you a bigger fan of. Which one are you going to get first? That's the discussion. That's the confusion that Sony wanted to avoid, and that's why they announced pre-orders last week. Now, the discussion of multi-platform, will these games still be multi-platform? I think the games that are still in development for both the PlayStation and Xbox will be multi-platform, but I really believe, and this is a high possibility, that some of the games going forward will be Xbox exclusive. And I only say that because because of my personal thought. I don't see Microsoft just buying out this gigantic game studio just to simply, just for Game Pass, because that's still a great move to get everybody on Game Pass. But at the same time, if I can get everybody on PlayStation to jump on Xbox as well and get more people on Game Pass, that's even a better plan, because that means there's going to be people who are just going to, I like the Bethesda games more than I do what Sony's offering, so I'll just go on Xbox and not put money towards PlayStation. We also had Jason Schreier on Twitter state something that kind of backs this up as well. He states, to answer the question everyone is asking, Phil Spencer tells Dina Bass that Xbox plans to honor the PS5 exclusivity commitment for Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo. Future Bethesda games will be on Xbox, PC, and other consoles on a case-by-case basis. So Microsoft is basically saying, we get to decide if these games will be on other platforms, and this tells you that this might not be a only Game Pass thing. Obviously, Game Pass is the big goal, but how do you get even more people on Game Pass outside of just PC and Xbox platforms? Also get people on PlayStation to come over on Game Pass. This is the same thing, and you're going to want, Sony's never going to allow Game Pass on PS5. If that's the case, then all of these games will be on PlayStation 5 as well. But Sony is not going to allow Game Pass, which is a competitor to PlayStation now, on their own platform. So I see these games being exclusive to Xbox to get more people on Game Pass, because if some of these games also land on PlayStation, PlayStation fans will be willing to pay $70 for the next Elder Scrolls, $70 for the next Doom, whatever the game may be, even though it'll hurt a bit because on Xbox, these guys are going to be on Game Pass day one for free, of course. So this is kind of the area that's still hazy right now, and I think Microsoft purposely are making it hazy because pre-orders go live tomorrow for the Xbox console, and this is one of the reasons why Microsoft is kind of being vague on this topic. But I wouldn't be surprised, like I said earlier, that some of these games will land on PlayStation, but in the future, a good chunk of these games will probably be exclusive to Microsoft. Now, in terms of what could be Sony's response, now, the biggest one that comes to mind is Rockstar Games, which is under Take-Two Games, which is also has 2K Games, the people behind, BioShock. So this, I know people think that's an impossibility, but honestly, if you asked anybody today, they wouldn't have believed Bethesda was going to go to Microsoft, and you know what happened. Anything could be really shocking. I would be super shocked if it happened, but at the same time, after today, it might seem a bit less shocking that Sony has purchased Take-Two or plans to purchase Take-Two. And this is coming from earlier rumors. I forget when those happened, maybe earlier this year or last year, that there was rumors that Sony had plans to purchase Take-Two, which includes Rockstar, 2K Games, and all of the biggest games, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, LA Noire, Bully, Midnight Club, if that ever comes back, and of course the BioShock franchise. So this is the competition, it seems, going forward. These studios are going to buy other studios, PlayStation and Xbox, to increase their content, and I'm worried as to where this could go. But we'll see how it all plays out. Will Sony buy Take-Two? Will that be the shocker? Will Sony buy, I don't know, what else? So what is the same level that Sony could do to get that on PlayStation to counter what happened here on Xbox? I know there's some people saying Konami and Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill honestly make 100% sense, but is that up to the caliber of Bethesda? I don't know. Depends on who you are. But that's really it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. And subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For this video's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "What's the move, Sony?" Because while Sony does have an amazing library of games, amazing studios. Microsoft still just bought out Bethesda Games that has some of the biggest games ever seen. So I would assume Sony has a response to this, and I have a feeling that Microsoft did this as possibility of rumors that Sony was going to do something big as well. I'm curious to see where this goes, but if you're on the same boat and you want to see Sony do something in response, destroy the comment section with what's the move, Sony, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.